Just a short hop and a jump off the Florida coast is the island chain of the Bahamas. The Morning Star will be our home for the next 6 days of liveaboard diving. We join our friends from Patriot Dive Center in Wilmington, North Carolina. There's Sarah and Barry, and that's my dive buddy Aaron coming up out of the cabin. Also joining us is Peter and his wife Julep. They both have more dives in their logbook combined than I could ever hope to achieve. This idiot here is yours truly. The trip begins with a crossing from Nassau to Eleuthera, about 30 miles. After a good night's sleep, we wake up refreshed and ready to go diving. Here's a beautiful spot fin butterfly fish. You wouldn't know it, but these guys are very camera shy. Here's everybody's favorite, barracuda. These gruntfish can be found all over Florida and the Bahamas. These angelfish don't normally like my video lights. These queen angels are also difficult to capture. They can be very skittish. The best way is to approach them slowly without them noticing. The fish aren't the only colorful thing in the ocean. These sponges and corals are beautiful. While algae covers much of the reef, there are many beautiful coral heads to be found. After a day of beautiful diving, it's time for some R&R on the boat. Tags are on, time to pull up anchor. Sarah diligently fills out her logbook recording all the details of the dive. Others review their videos and pictures, or simply discuss the dives of the day. Or many just enjoy the beautiful weather. Our Canadian friends enjoy a card game in the galley, and yes, those are beds in the background. Here's Jenny, our chef, who cooks for 22 divers and 6 crew members in this tiny kitchen. The food is always delicious and plentiful. The highlight of every day is the sunset. When the sun goes down, it can only mean one thing. Time for a night dive. Nighttime brings out some interesting little guys like this Peterson shrimp. This lobster has no care in the world. He is out hunting. No, that is not a spider, that is an arrow crab. An adult drumfish and a spotted eel? Man, this was a lucky dive. Speaking of lucky, here's a turtle out for an evening stroll. It's another beautiful day in the Bahamas. Must be time for a shark dive. Aren't they beautiful? Seeing a shark up close, this is a diver's dream. If you think these guys are the scariest thing on the reef, you'd be wrong. This is a lionfish, one of the most beautiful creatures you will see, and the most poisonous, and the most harmful to all other fish on the reef. They are native to the Indo-Pacific and are one of the most aggressively invasive species on the planet. They are aggressive predators and voracious eaters. They consume many of the small reef fish. They have no natural predator in the Caribbean and Eastern Atlantic. Luckily, that seems to be changing. This is the Nassau grouper. In other parts of the Caribbean, you are allowed to hunt lionfish to control the population, but the Bahamas has a no spearfishing law. The Bahamian dive masters say the groupers have started to eat the lionfish. Perhaps there is hope yet that we can restore balance to the reef. There's plenty to explore in the Bahamas, and there's no better time than now to come visit.
Honey, what you waiting for? You don't have to carry all those worries anymore. You know I adore you. I'll be right here for you. Never know unless we try. Come on in, the water's fine. If you lost your faith, you can borrow mine. We don't have to make it all so hard. We can only take it one thing at a time. Hold on tight and let it roll on by. Roll on by. Roll on by.
If you love to dive, or you're thinking of becoming a diver, there's no better time than now to visit the crew on the Morning Star.
You're my favorite place to be. It don't matter where we are as long as you're with me.
6 days, 16 dives, eat, sleep, dive. This is life on the Morning Star. Until next time.
Come on in, the water's fine. If you lost your faith, you can borrow mine.